Yeah, the theme have sacked. They did lose yesterday, the defeat in that game. Alexander Isak barely touched the ball in that game. 31 touches he had, the least of all the outfield players. The defeat to Kosovo all but ended their hopes. And it's actually the first time have sacked a team manager. But indeed, he has been sacked.
Liverpool sack Arne Slot after shocking run. Could Klopp return to Anfield? In one of the most dramatic developments of the Premier League season, Liverpool Football Club have officially sacked head coach Arne Slot, bringing an abrupt end to his brief and turbulent tenure at Anfield. The news, confirmed late this evening after an emergency board meeting, has sent shockwaves through the football world and left fans both stunned and divided. Slot's dismissal comes just months after he was appointed to lead the Reds into a new era following the emotional departure of Jürgen Klopp. The Dutch tactician arrived with high expectations, a strong reputation from his time at Feyenoord, and a promise to continue Liverpool's attacking identity. However, it has all unraveled faster than anyone could have predicted. When Slot took over, optimism filled the air at Anfield. His tactical intelligence, emphasis on high-press football, and reputation for developing young players were seen as a perfect fit for Liverpool's culture. Early training sessions were described as energetic, players spoke positively about the fresh approach, and pre-season performances hinted at something special. But once the Premier League campaign kicked off, things began to crumble. Liverpool struggled to find rhythm, dropping valuable points against lower-ranked sides and failing to impose the kind of dominance that had become synonymous with the Klopp era. By late autumn, frustration among fans began to grow not just over results, but over the lack of passion and cohesion on the pitch. According to reports from inside the club, key senior players began voicing concerns about Slot's tactical setup and communication style. One source described the atmosphere as tense and divided, with some players reportedly struggling to adapt to his system. Behind the scenes, tensions were boiling. Slot's attempts to implement new training routines and strategic changes reportedly clashed with the habits and expectations of several senior squad members. The manager's relationship with certain influential players deteriorated, leading to what insiders described as a fractured dressing room. The board, initially supportive, grew increasingly concerned as results worsened. A string of poor performances, including disappointing draws and back-to-back defeats, pushed Liverpool further away from the top four and from the ambitions the club had set at the start of the season. By the time the board convened for an emergency meeting, the writing was on the wall. The decision was swift and unanimous: Arne Slot's time at Liverpool was over. As news broke across social media and sports outlets, the reaction was immediate and emotional. Liverpool supporters, already bruised by a season of inconsistency, were left stunned that the Slot era had ended so quickly. Some fans took to X, formerly Twitter, to express frustration at the club's management for what they see as a lack of patience. Others, however, felt the decision was necessary to prevent further decline. "We had to act, the spark was gone. You could see it in the players' faces," wrote one fan. "Never should we replaced Klopp in the first place. There's only one man who can bring the magic back," another added. The sentiment is clear: Liverpool fans want a revival, and many believe that can only come from one man. As shocking as Slot's sacking is, the football world is now buzzing with speculation about a sensational Jürgen Klopp return. Reports from local Merseyside media suggest that senior figures within the club have already reached out to Klopp's representatives, testing the waters for a possible reunion. While the German manager stepped away citing exhaustion and a need for rest, insiders claim he has remained emotionally connected to the club and in close contact with several players. At this stage, nothing is confirmed, but the whispers are growing louder by the minute. Some pundits believe the door is open, especially with the team struggling for direction and leadership. Others argue that Klopp's return, while romantic, would undermine Liverpool's long-term rebuild. Still, the prospect of seeing the King of Anfield back on the touchline is a dream few fans can resist. With Slot gone, the immediate question turns to Liverpool's next move. Assistant coach Sipke Hulshoff is expected to take charge on an interim basis, but the club hierarchy is already exploring long-term replacements. Several names have emerged as potential candidates. Xabi Alonso, currently impressing at Bayer Leverkusen, remains a fan favorite. Ruben Amorim, linked with Manchester United earlier this year, is admired for his tactical flexibility. And of course, Jürgen Klopp, whose return would be the ultimate fairytale. Liverpool's board reportedly wants a manager who can both stabilize results and reconnect the team with its identity, something Slot, despite his best efforts, couldn't achieve. According to several insiders, the core issue was a clash of footballing philosophies. Slot's rigid structure and high possession style didn't blend seamlessly with the fast-paced, transitional game Liverpool players had thrived on under Klopp. Add to that language barriers, cultural adjustments, and a squad still emotionally tied to their former boss, and the odds were stacked against him. Moreover, the club's summer transfer strategy reportedly left Slot frustrated, as he didn't receive all the signings he requested. That lack of alignment between manager and board may have accelerated the downfall. In the end, Arne Slot's Liverpool journey will go down as one of the shortest managerial spells in the club's modern history, a period filled with hope, tension, and ultimately disappointment. But as one chapter closes, another could be on the verge of opening. The idea of Klopp returning, walking back through the Shankly gates to reignite belief and unity, feels almost poetic. Whether that happens or not, one thing is certain: Liverpool stands at another crossroads. The club must now decide whether to chase nostalgia or chart a new path forward. The fans are restless, the players uncertain, and the world is watching. Anfield, once again, is buzzing, not with triumph this time, but with anticipation, speculation, and that unshakable belief that something big is about to happen. Arne Slot's dismissal is more than just another managerial casualty, it's a reminder of the immense pressure that comes with leading one of football's biggest clubs. His downfall may have been swift, but it underscores a deeper truth: Liverpool's identity is sacred, and any manager who fails to embody that spirit won't last long. Now, as the dust settles, every fan is asking the same question: will Jürgen Klopp return to Anfield? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure: the red side of Merseyside has never been louder. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more videos.